In the bustling heart of Chicago, where skyscrapers sparkled against the night sky and streets buzzed with life, stood a popular Italian restaurant called La Bella Vita. The place was famous for its cozy atmosphere, candlelit dinners, and the young woman who owned it, Amelia Russo. Amelia was just 22, but life had made her stronger than her years. After her father passed away, she inherited the restaurant. She balanced college studies with running the family business, wearing her responsibility like a crown. People admired her confidence and beauty, yet deep down, Amelia carried a loneliness no one noticed. Across the city lived Ethan Miller, a 20-year-old boy who life had not been kind to. Raised in foster homes, Ethan worked long shifts, delivering packages by day, cleaning offices by night, just to pay for his small rented room. He had no family, no safety net, but he carried a warm heart and a dream, to one day open a little cafe of his own. One chilly November evening, fate brought Amelia and Ethan's worlds together. The first meeting. After a long shift, Ethan wandered the streets with an empty stomach. His old jacket barely kept out the cold. He stopped outside La Bella Vita, staring at the glowing lights inside and the menu posted by the door. Pasta dishes cost more than he earned in a day. He sighed and turned to leave. But Amelia, stepping out for fresh air, noticed him. Looking for a table, she asked, her voice kind. Ethan shook his head. No, ma'am, just looking. Your place looks amazing. Amelia studied him, thin jacket, tired face, but honest eyes. Something stirred in her heart. Come inside, I'll get you something to eat. He hesitated. I don't think I can afford. It's on the house, she interrupted with a smile. No one should go hungry. That night, Ethan sat in the warm glow of the restaurant, eating spaghetti and meatballs slowly, as if it were the best meal of his life. Amelia watched quietly, moved by the gratitude in his eyes. A growing friendship. Days passed, and Ethan returned, not always to eat, sometimes just to thank Amelia or to help her carry boxes. He never asked for anything free, instead, he offered to sweep the floor or clean tables in exchange. His honesty touched Amelia. One night after closing, she sat across from him with 2 cups of coffee. Why do you work so much? She asked. Ethan shrugged. Rent, bills, but someday, I want more. I want to open my own cafe. Nothing fancy, just a place where people feel at home. Amelia leaned in, fascinated. That's a beautiful dream. For the first time in years, Amelia felt inspired by someone else's vision. Ethan's dream reminded her of her father, who had once started with nothing. Love in the details. As weeks went by, Ethan became a part of the restaurant. He learned recipes, fixed shelves, and welcomed customers with his easy smile. People began to notice the young man always working beside Amelia. One snowy December evening, they decorated the restaurant for Christmas. Ethan climbed a small ladder to place a star on top of a tree, while Amelia steadied it. Their eyes met, and silence stretched between them, gentle, sweet, full of unspoken feelings. You make this place brighter, Amelia whispered. And you make me believe in myself, Ethan replied. It wasn't grand gestures that brought them close, but the quiet joy of working, laughing, and dreaming together. The conflict. But every love story faces storms. One evening, Amelia's business partner, Vincent, pulled her aside. Why is that boy always here? He's not staff. He's not your equal. You're a Russo. You deserve someone better. Amelia frowned. Ethan is hardworking and honest. That matters more than money. Vincent scoffed. Good. Hearts don't pay bills. If you tie yourself to him, you'll ruin the restaurant's reputation. Ethan overheard. His chest tightened. That night, he slipped away without saying goodbye. For days, he didn't return, convinced Vincent was right, he wasn't good enough for Amelia. Lonely bus stop. Snow fell quietly the night Amelia found him. Ethan sat at a lonely bus stop, his thin jacket no match for the cold. Why did you disappear? She asked, her voice breaking. Ethan looked down. You deserve someone with money and status. Not a guy who can barely pay rent. Amelia stepped closer, determination in her eyes. Do you think love is about money? My parents built La Bella Vita from nothing. My mom stood by my dad when they had no roof over their heads. That's the kind of love I want. Real, honest, with you. His voice cracked. What if I can't give you everything? You already do, Amelia whispered. You give me happiness. Under the falling snow, Ethan kissed her for the first time. A new beginning. Months later, La Bella Vita felt different. Not because of its decor, but because of the love that filled its walls. Amelia and Ethan worked side by side, she managing, he learning every detail of the business. With Amelia's support, Ethan started saving for his dream cafe. She invested in his ideas, encouraged him, and believed in him when no one else ever had. Customers noticed the spark between them. They saw that love didn't care about wealth or background. It only cared about hearts. One evening, during a busy dinner service, Amelia raised a glass and made a toast. To dreams, to love, and to the people who remind us what truly matters. Ethan, seated beside her, squeezed her hand under the table, his smile brighter than the city lights outside. And in that little Chicago restaurant, their story continued, proving that sometimes, the richest love grows between the youngest, poorest hearts.